Hey guys, my name's Jake and this is my channel Wishlist, and I just wanted to talk to you a little bit today about what it means to have a natural aquarium. And I think this is going to be a little bit different video than others that you may have watched on the topic, um, because I kind of want to draw on different experiences that I've had in other hobbies. And first, I want to start by telling you about a visit that I had with a friend of mine this week. And his hobby is to keep canaries, birds. And I went over to his house to listen to these birds sing. And he had trained them to sing, and they had these beautiful tones. I mean, just gorgeous. And it's something that I have absolutely no experience with. But as I was sitting there listening to these birds sing, I was just floored by how beautiful it was and calming just to sit there and listen to them and admire the beauty of the birds, how they looked and how they sounded. And I got into a discussion with him about how they breed different birds, and it's amazing how many similarities there are in between these different hobbies. I've had hobbies in other areas in the past, such as beekeeping, and some of these debates about nature, they persist across so many different hobbies, and I hear a lot of similar dialogues that are passed around. They're kind of eerily similar, and I've thought about it a lot in different areas. And this question: what is nature? What is natural? What is the natural way to keep an animal? And it applies to so many different animals that we keep. And how interesting it is that we as humans, for some reason, are just drawn to keeping animals in our lives in so many different ways, so many different types. I visit my local fish store all the time, it has exotics, reptiles and spiders and snakes, and it's so fascinating to see how people get into these different areas. And I just recently set up this aquarium right behind me. I'm sitting on my floor right now. um, and I actually love this. I love having tanks down low. I love just sitting on the floor and watching the aquarium. There's no fish in here yet. I'm kind of giving you a sneak preview because the fish don't come till tomorrow, and I'll have a whole video on setting this tank up. But it's a blackwater aquarium. I have a video come out today about collecting sticks for this tank, and I feel like blackwater aquariums are kind of an attempt to mimic nature. But what exactly does that mean? Um, so many arguments and negative talk in every hobby. People arguing about filtration and lighting and everything. There's a lot of negative talk um, that goes through every hobby, including fish keeping. And so many people would say there's nothing natural about this. But I would contend that nature is how we feel about it. It's inside of us. It's the way that we're drawn to it. The nature of it is just comes from our desire to be a part of it. We all live such busy lives, and we feel so kind of dead inside. We live in these unnatural worlds and walls of concrete and steel and wood, and build up these walls around us and block ourselves off from the world. And I just think there's something in all of us that just wants to connect, that we start to feel so anxious and kind of dead inside. And we just feel drawn to connect with the world around us. So even though in definition there's nothing natural about keeping fish in a glass box, the nature of what we do is what we feel. I'm very religious, and I strongly believe that this world was created with this beauty so that we could find joy in it. And it's one of the great blessings of living this life, is that we can find joy in the world around us. And I strongly feel like the attempts that we all have to keeping animals in our lives as an attempt to be alive, to connect with the world around us, and to feel like we're a part of it. We all try to forget about death, and I'm getting super deep here, sorry. We all try to forget about death in our lives, but at the same time, I think we all crave this need to just be alive and be connected with nature. And so, with all the negative rhetoric and arguments about filtration and sand and all the way down to the microbes that live inside a glass box like this, about whether or not it's natural, it doesn't matter. What's natural is what we feel when we look at it. It's our disconnect from the world of the hustle and bustle, and our way to connect and slow down for just the moment. And I feel so bad for people that just never get that chance. And so what's natural? It's us. It's us being human for a moment and being connected to the world around us. So that's just one of the things that I love about this hobby and about so many other hobbies with keeping animals, is just the way it makes us feel about the world around us. So I'm just glad to be able to share this with all of you. It's a really fun journey, and to see what you all create too, and to watch other people on YouTube that make videos. It's so awesome. It surpasses views and subscribers and whatever else. It's just an opportunity to see how you and me connect to the world around us just a little bit differently. And we probably need to stop arguing about all the dumb ways and different ways to do it, because when it really comes down to it, that's what we're doing. So I'm just glad to be able to share that with you. Thanks a lot for watching. Wish list out.